I am reading a book about Ed Gein. I've heard it pronounced Gain as well, so I'm not sure the...
Gein or Gain?
Yeah, it could be either way.
Okay.
It's really out there stuff.
And he is known for what?
He was an inspiration for Norman Bates in Psycho.
Oh, really?
And I forgot what other movie, but there's some other film series that he inspired as well.
Wow.
Because after the murder, somebody wrote a book about him. The book Psycho, which Alfred Hitchcock turned into the movie.
Uh-huh.
I hope I'm getting that right.
Okay.
And the police just discovered the bodies at his farm in Plainfield, Wisconsin.
Ed Gein.
Yes.
Or Ed Gein or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's interesting, his upbringing, where the dad, I believe, was an orphan because his sister and two parents died in a flood. Oh. So he wasn't a very confident man.
Okay, so he lost family members.
Ed Gein's dad did.
Gein's dad, okay.
Yes. And the dad married this woman who was very domineering. Uh-oh. And would put him down at every opportunity.
Not good.
She gives birth to a son in 1902 because she wants someone to control even more.
Right.
And then 4 years later, Ed Gein is born. And she decides that she's going to go really hard on this kid. So who knows how much of it is true or how much of it was he just said to the police.
Right.
But early on in the book, they said that one of his early memories, because he lived until 1984.
Okay.
So he had plenty of time to talk to people. And I believe, we haven't gotten there yet, but from what I remember of reading it or hearing of him on the past, is that he was basically in a mental asylum until his death. Wow. Now, it could be that I read further and I find out that I heard that wrong earlier. But we'll see.
Lucky.
In any event, one of his early childhood memories was he's a real little kid walking down the stairs, and then he feels like he's being pushed down right before his mom grabs him and saves him. So the speculation is that his mom tried to push him down the stairs.
And then she grabs him right away.
Yes. Maybe she was going to kill him, or perhaps she just wanted to put some fear in him.
That is really sadistic. Really sadistic.
Let's get to his brother.
Oh. Okay. He has a brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He has an older brother. Yeah. Okay.
So in, I want to say 1913, they moved to Plainfields, Wisconsin, like I said, and they buy a farm.
Yep.
Mom fixes it up real nice, but she just kind of lets it go over the years, right?
Right. Doesn't do anything to it.
Yeah, and relations between her and the dad become more and more strained. Eventually, he dies at some point.
Okay.
World War II breaks out. The brother is too old to get into the army. And Ed Gein goes to the draft board, but they reject him because he had like a drooping eye.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand why.
At some point in the 40s, there's a fire on the farm, not in the house, but his brother dies.
In the fire?
No, So here's what happened. I know, it gets confusing.
It is confusing.
They start the fire, and Ed claimed that he had trouble finding his brother after that. I guess this was a common thing to burn down grass or crops or whatnot, so it's not unheard of. And I want to say the next day he goes to the sheriff's office, and Ed leads them right to the body of his brother. What? And the brother didn't die of the fire. At least they don't think so in retrospect. He had blunt trauma to his head, like somebody had hit him on the back of the head.
Oh, wow.
At the time, the police thought it was weird that this guy says that he can't find his brother the night before, and then he immediately leads them to the body.
Right to where the body was. And where was the body found?
On the farm.
Okay.
Just a different part. It was a big farm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And he said that he couldn't find his brother. That's really weird.
The day before, yes.
The day before, wow.
So people are kind of thinking this guy is weird. And the family was removed from society as much as possible. They owned a store, but they didn't go to any of the local churches
Nothing else.
Yeah, when Ed or his brother would start to make friends in school, the mom would say stuff like, I've heard bad things about that kid's father, or that child is going to hell, so you shouldn't associate with them.
So she wanted the kids to be very antisocial and live off the grid, so to speak.
And it's kind of like my mom.
Oh, wow.
No, not as bad.
No,
my mom was.
She let you had friends.
No, yeah. That's a bit of an exaggeration.
But I'm bummed.
No. My mom wasn't as crazy as this lady was.
That's very controlling, sadistic, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Girls start missing in the 40s, and and his mom died, I think, like a year after the brother, right? And no one's really putting it together, but there are some weird signs. So one girl is missing. I think she was, I hope I'm not conflating the two cases. She was a college student who was babysitting.
Oh, wow.
And she disappeared.
Uh-huh.
And Gain is considered to be kind of like the village idiot. Like, he has to leave his property to do work to get a little bit of money. But the other guys think that he's really socially awkward for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And he doesn't date anybody. He barely socializes with people outside of work.
He's definitely a loner.
Yeah, and all his friends are kids.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That is really weird.
So they talk about how he was...
I mean, how young? Like under 6?
No. Well, he used to babysit for kids.
Ooh, that's scary.
They said that he was a great babysitter, but one of the people he was closest to was this teenage boy, and they used to go hunting together.
Oh, wow.
But we'll get to him in a minute.
Okay.
In the meantime, the one girl is missing, and people start to joke with Ed about, hey, if you were a little bit more social, she'd be with you instead of dead right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is wildly out there.
That is out there.
But who am I to talk? And he would give the same response back to everybody that, oh, she's in my house right now.
Wow.
People thought it was weird, but they just kind of chalked it up to he's a creepy guy and he doesn't know any better.
He doesn't know what he's talking about yet.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the women would take pity and make him cookies and whatnot.
That is insane.
Most people thought he was too odd to really hang around.
That's insane.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's that kid that I was just telling you about who would go hunting with Ed on occasions.
Uh-huh.
And one time, it was either his cousin or his younger brother, I think it was his cousin, was there at Ed's house with the kid. With the teenager.
Okay.
And the cousin is like 8 years old. And the older kid is like 13 or 15 at this time.
13, between the ages of 13 and 15.
Yeah. Him and Ed are doing something. The little kid starts to go around the house and he sees these skulls. Now, we know in retrospect that they're the skulls of his victim.
Yes.
Victims, rather.
Victims, yeah.
At the time, Ed said, these are African skulls that I ordered through a catalog.
That's weird.
Yes. So, the two kids leave the place, and they don't really speak to Ed afterwards, including the older kid who was his hunting partner.
So they kind of completely distance themselves from him.
Yeah, not completely.
Okay.
And we're going to get to that in a second.
All right.
Or in a minute, or however long it takes us.
Yes.
In 2 hours.
In 2 hours.
Yes. In 1957, November that year, how do I want to phrase this? There was a woman who ran a local store. Uh-huh. And she was very involved in her community. She was an older woman. She was in her late 50s, but she was very active. Uh-huh. Like, she still went to work every day, except when she would go fishing.
Right.
Her son was involved in the community, so very heavily connected to this world.
Yeah. And that's good.
Well, we're going to get there.
Okay.
It was good until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. Okay.
Yeah. Ed would go to her store once in a while. Mm-hmm. But in the weeks leading up to her disappearance, he started hanging out at the store a lot more. And the son was away hunting this day. And Ed knew about that because the day before he asked the son, what are you going to be doing? Because this was a big hunting season in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Okay. Ed kidnaps the mom, kills her, dismembers her.
Oh.
And a man in the community hunted a deer on Ed's property, and he knew he wasn't supposed to do that. He starts driving away from the property as Ed is driving towards it, but Ed is speeding. And one of the local jokes people used to have about him was you could almost outrun him in his feet when he was driving because Ed was such a slow driver.
Right. Okay.
So the guy, a couple hours later, comes to Ed's farm to try to apologize, and he just sees him changing his tires. So he's taking off his snow tires and putting on his regular tires. Now, this is November in Wisconsin.
Where it's probably really, really snowing there.
Yeah. So the guy's like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
And he's really zoned out. Come to find out the lady's missing. They find the body. But before they find the body at his farm, they're suspicious and they go looking for him. But so what had happened was, I believe it's the same kid who brought his cousin there not that long earlier.
Oh, okay.
Goes to the house because he's having a trouble with his car battery. Ed drives into town, gets him a new one, and fixes it. And then the guy invites Ed back to have dinner with him and his family.
The teenager does.
Yes.
Oh.
They do that. Find out the woman's missing.
Yeah.
Ed and the kid get into Ed's car to go downtown. Luckily, as the engine is revving up, one of the local cops gets there and stops them.
Right.
They go to Ed's farm. They find her body, a bunch of other bodies.
Wow.
And chairs made out of or that are covered in human skin.
Oh.
They find a belt that was made out of women's nipples.
Oh.
All this other gross stuff.
Oh.
And they said it was so disgusting. Like, these cops, yeah, it was the 1950s. It was a small town, but they were used to seeing weird stuff from... There had been murders in that town before that weren't involving him. But also...
Oh, that's disgusting.
There were a lot of hunting accidents.
Yeah.
And so people would die accidentally, or so they maybe it wasn't as extreme now as it is now, but they were used to seeing some stuff.
Who was that other person that was rumored to have made like purses out of people's skin? And who was that? Was that him?
It might have been him.
I forgot. I think that might have been him. Yeah. Oh,
so they said that a lot of the sheriff and a lot of his deputies just started throwing up.
I would
because
imagine.
It was so disgusting. And that's where I'm at in this book.
I would imagine they would be completely sick to their stomachs. That is just... I don't even know what to say about that.
The book is called Deviant.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I can read that. That just sounds really, really out there stuff.
Well, you're going to read it because I bought you for Christmas.
No, you didn't.
Uh-oh.
Bubs!
I'm joking, babes.
That is just, I mean, that he makes Norman Bates seem like a saint.
Well, Norman Bates is based on him.
I know. But,
yeah.
I mean, Norman Bates is really creepy, too. But this guy is, like, out there beyond creepy.
Yes.
Beyond creepy. That's just gross.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't kill the teenage boy yet.
Well,
in the book.
He's not going to because they stopped him from going downtown. But he was... Now, obviously I have to read on, but from what it sounds like, the only male he killed was his brother.
But the rest were female.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so gross.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's crazy stuff.
That is disgusting. Jeffrey Dahmer is a disgusting person, or was a disgusting person, but this guy is like, I don't know, next level disgusting? I don't know. It's pretty bad.
They're both horrible humans.
They're both horrible. I mean, he may not have eaten his victims, but he made them into something else.
Well, he might have eaten some of his victims. They said that they found a plate.
Ugh.
Or not a plate, but a bowl, and they made out like human remains.
Oh. Ugh. Gross. Bubs, why are you reading this book? I know it's interesting.
I like true crime stuff.
I do to an extent. Like The Stranger Beside Me and small sacrifices were really, really creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I want to read The Green River Killer or what was the other one you wanted me to read?
That's one that I can't remember the other one at the moment, but if you're gonna read another true crime book, I highly recommend the one that Anne Rule did on the Green River Killer. There's other ones too. But.
There's another one I was thinking about and I can't remember, and you said, "Oh yeah, we should read that true crime book," and I forgot what it was.
Do you remember what it's about?
Had to do with a murder, but I can't remember, or murderers, but I don't remember who the person was.
Okay, I'm sure it'll come to me at some point, but I read a lot of books, so.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
Too much for me to count.
Too much for me, Bob. I'm gonna be like Henry Bean with his wife soon.
Well, let me tell you about where I am at the book, in the book, because I haven't talked about this in a while.
11/22/63.
That's right.
Yes.
I know I'm taking a long time, but I like to take my time with reading books.
1 paragraph a month, Bob. That's how Jaylo is.
Bob.
No, it's just kidding, babes. Go ahead.
Leave me alone.
Okay, give me a kiss first.
No, you be good boy.
I always am. Give me a kiss.
I mean, you don't have to leave me alone. Just be good.
Okay. Tell me about this book. It's a great one.
Okay, so where I am is things are starting to really get good in Jody, Texas. Sounds like a really nice town with nice kids that do stupid things once in a while. Mimi Corcoran has died tragically. I think it's possible she had... Well, I mean, she just got married to Deke Simmons and she died the day after.
It's implied she had cancer.
Yeah, and cancer. Everybody's upset. Sadie Dunhill Clayton, she used to be Sadie Clayton, is now her replacement, and George Amberson was asked to teach full-time at Denholm High School, which is where the Denholm Lions are playing. And so he is the English teacher there. Or no, I'm sorry. He I think he's a part of the he teaches and he's also in charge of the drama club, I think it is. Anyway, so there's stuff going on. Where I am right now is him and Sadie are at the Sadie Hawkins dance, and he's trying to stop kids from breaking all the rules, and then somewhere in between that storyline, he goes to Dallas and he talks to this guy named Mike McHecker, who is in charge of this electronics store.
Yep.
1960s electronics store, I believe it was. And he convinces, he pays quite a bit of money to the guy, he calls himself Silent Mike. I kind of like the story behind it. It was kind of like, I couldn't believe it. It was the story behind his name. Anyway, so he convinces Silent Mike, excuse me, not Knight.
Holy Mike.
Anyway, to put these wires in these lamps, so that he could plug them into the wall and listen, because he's trying to figure out how not to look so conspicuous when he tries to find Lee Harvey Oswald. And and then he runs into, this is such a horrible scene. He goes to Dallas, and already, I mean, Stephen King makes Dallas sound like a place that you don't want to go, like where all the trashiest people are. And he runs into Ivy Templeton, who's like the worst mom ever.
Very white trash.
Very white trash, very racist. Her daughters know better, but that's how she raised her. He's hoping that she moves out of this neighborhood. And he gives her the number and says, you just call me and say, Mister, I'm leaving this area. Because I think in his mind, that's where Lee Harvey Oswald and Marina were going to move.
Yes.
So that's what he's trying to do. And he's trying to, while he's at the store, he buys some things like a wedding ring and something else. And he makes it sound like, oh, I want to get my ex-wife and catch her cheating. Not letting him on about what he's really doing. So it's kind of interesting. And that's where I'm at.
It sounds like you are enjoying it.
I am.
That's good.
I am. I think the interaction between him and Sadie is really interesting.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Him and Sadie to me is the best stuff in the book.
Yeah.
But I also really enjoy how he describes Jody, Texas.
Yes.
And I've told you this before, but the stuff with him, Sadie, and Jody is the human stuff of the book.
I like that part.
Yeah, it makes it grounded in, like, he's a real person. Yeah, he's there to do a mission, but he's still a human being who needs human connection.
Even though Sadie and the rest of the nice people and Jody don't know what he's really there for, they're willing to accept him anyway.
Mm-hmm. But there's a great line, and I hope I'm not spoiling it for you, where it's like after he catches the kids drinking at the Sadie Hawkins dance, and he says something like, "It was that moment I knew I was never going back."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And how things were flashing back for him when he was at the football game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, wow. And it was almost like, yeah, he's never coming back to his time. I just had a feeling that it may not happen.
You got to keep reading, though.
I know.
Yeah.
And he said, 2011 seemed more distant now than it ever has been.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking to myself, I remember how it was for me back in 2011. And in some ways, I wish I was back there.
Mm-hmm.
But in other ways, I'm like, I'm glad I'm not back there.
But you got to remember Jake or George or whatever you want to call him, because his identity gets very muddled.
It does.
Even in his own mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good job, but he's also overcoming the loss of his 2011 wife, in a sense. Even though she didn't die, she left him and was an alcoholic, and he never really got past that. Yeah. So he's leaving stuff behind, but he's not leaving as much behind as you would just assume off the top of your head. If you just looked at it on paper, of English professor, somewhat modern day, because, some years have gone by, versus going back and living in a podunk town in the South in the early 60s.
Yeah. Well, it's really interesting because if you read it the first time, to me, it seemed almost like an escape, even though he had some things to take care of because of his friend, Al Templeton. And what I thought was interesting, too, was when that lady said, "My name is Ivy Templeton," and he's like, that Templeton wasn't really a common name back then.
Yeah, but it's like the thing about, oh God, how do they phrase it in the book? It's, you notice a lot of coincidences because you're messing with history. I forgot how they phrase it, though.
I don't remember how it was either, but I'm like, whoa, this is like sending me on a kind of like a psychological roller coaster.
It's like how he found an Al's Diner back in the 50s when he went down the rabbit hole.
Yep. And then he was making predictions about what was going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years, even though they didn't know. Right. I thought it was kind of interesting. And they didn't make it so obvious. No. Which I was glad. Like, oh yeah, I know what's going to happen. I was glad that they didn't make it so obvious, and it really kept, it really preserved the story the way it was.
Mm-hmm. I'm so thrilled that you are reading this book, and it seems like you're enjoying it.
I am, but I do want to get through it so I can, so we can start reading Lolita, and then I have other books that I want to read.
Yeah, the narrator is really good.
He is. He's very good, especially with the Southern accents. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this guy is really, really good with that.
But he also sounds like I imagine Jake would sound. Uh-huh. You know what I mean?
Like if he,
like if Jake was real.
If Jake was real, yes. Exactly.
And he sat down to be interviewed about this experience, the narrator sounds like I imagine Jake would sound.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And I understand that these audio describers, or not audio describers, but narrators of books, I know that they're just doing a job, but some of them are just so good at it.
Some of them are amazing.
They are. Remember that one time, Bubs, when we were on Clubhouse together? Mm-hmm. And this one lady was in a room and she was reading she was doing some audio, what do you call it? She was reading an audiobook.
Yep, I remember that.
She was so good.
She was.
Like I was listening to a story on, on the app or something.
I have a friend with
I have a friend too.
with a son.
Yeah.
But, you know, he was on Clubhouse a lot with me in the early days.
Yeah.
He would go into those audio narration rooms, and he started striking up a friendship with some of the ladies there.
Wow.
One of them, I'm going to have to ask him about it. One of them, it turns out, like, had read, like, a bunch of books, but they were in the romance categories.
Wow.
Yeah.
The real trashy stuff that women read.
And
right?
apparently if you go on, and it might have even been the one that you talked to that one day.
Oh, that one.
It might have been. I have to double check with him.
Oh, wow.
But
I forgot what her name was.
Yeah, but if you go on Audible and type in her name, there's like 100 books of hers on Audible.
I forgot what her name was.
Yeah.
It drive me nuts.
Yeah. But 11/22/63.
That might have been the woman that we were talking to that one.
That's
day.
what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're enjoying 11/22/63. You're getting a lot out of it. You're learning a little bit about history.
I'm learning about the taste of sodas back then in the 50s.
Yeah.
But how smoky it was. So I'm thinking, you know what? Things might have tasted really good back in the 50s, but I don't like the idea of being in really, really smoky areas.
It was also super racist back then, too.
Yes, it was. I mean, smoky, very racist. You had to do things like the hard way, the old way, and I'm glad I didn't grow up back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I appreciate the time that I grew up in.
Yeah, I read more of the book Medieval History for Dummies.
Cool.
And they were talking about I mean, I'm reading it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I use those terms. I interchange them a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. But they're talking about castles and the building of them. Apparently, a lot of the early ones were built with wood, and then they started changing to stone.
That's kind of interesting.
I've never been inside a castle.
Mm-mm.
In case that wasn't extremely obvious.
I haven't either.
Yep.
But I would imagine that they look pretty cool.
They were talking about how there's areas in castles that are built where you can hide out and attack people who are trying to enter it.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. But for me, the most riveting part of the book was when they were talking about Viking culture.
Mm-hmm.
We have this perception in the modern age that Vikings were just these savages.
Uh-huh.
Who would attack with no real...
Right.
And no real reason.
And there were jokes about Vikings and all that.
Being super dirty.
Yeah.
The author says that they would shower like once a week. Now, in our times, that's, that does make you super dirty. But you have to look at it in the context of when these people were living.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes the argument, if they were really as dirty as people said they were, there's no way they could have made these long voyages by sea because they would have died by disease before they could get anywhere.
True, but back then, you also think about like how people thought of what being sanitary was, too. It was very different.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
And he says that, like, the myth that they would use their... they would capture people and use their heads to drink out of as like cups.
Yeah.
There's no truth to that.
Oh wow,
because
that's good.
Yeah, he says if that would have happened, a lot more of them would have died from diseases, and there's just not a lot of evidence to bear that they died in that great of numbers. What mostly happened was they assimilated into other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he says that I hope I'm getting this right because there's so much information in this book. So double check this. That they were Scandinavian countries, but their religion was kind of like an offshoot of paganism.
Oh, wow.
And so they would go to these different places, and a lot of them would convert to Catholicism or another type of paganism. And that's just how they...
Wow.
It's not like they were attacked so many times and they all died out. It's that they just became part of these other cultures.
Uh-huh.
And he does talk about how they reached America like 500 years before Columbus, which everybody already knew. And I'm glad that he touched upon that.
Oh, wow. That's interesting because I don't know much about Viking culture. I just keep hearing that they're horrible savages and they drink a lot and they just rape and pillage.
There's also that myth that they all wore these hats with horns sticking out of them.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
He says that there's not really evidence to back that up. And it doesn't really make sense from a strategic standpoint, because if you were to have hats like that, horns are pretty heavy.
Oh, yeah.
So you wouldn't want to go in a battle wearing something like that. He says if there's any truth to that, and I know I'm paraphrasing the author.
Are you talking about like animal horns on them?
Yes.
Oh.
His claim that if there is some truth to that, they might have worn hats in those fashion when they were doing like a religious ceremony, but it wasn't a day-to-day thing.
Wow.
And that there are different caste systems within the Viking community. So there are poor Vikings, there are well-to-do Vikings, there are ones who were more spiritual. And he says that there's, like spiritual texts that Vikings ascribe to. There are Viking poets.
That's very interesting. So he was he was humanizing the Vikings.
Exactly.
Did he cite any sources, the author?
He did. I don't remember, and I'm sure we could go to the bibliography and find some stuff. Because the only problem with these books is because they are like general reference books. He can't go too deep on them. Okay. They're just like introductions, because it is for dummies, and you're covering something as lengthy as medieval history, so he can only give you touches of what happened.
When I would take classes that were like introduction classes, it would say like a survey of such and such. Mm-hmm. That would be funny if I took a class called Music for Dummies or something. I don't know. I'm taking a Music for Dummies class or a Wood Shop for Dummies class. Yeah.
And he also talks about issues with the Catholic Church and all of that.
Oh, they got a lot of issues.
They got he can't touch on all of them.
I know.
But he talks mainly about the issues with them and the kings in that time. So I enjoyed this book, but I enjoy a lot of the For Dummies books.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Good.
Yeah, for yummy.
Oh my goodness. So we had a good day yesterday, and we made a very, very good chicken tikka masala. Mm-hmm. We put some cauliflower in there, some crushed tomatoes, tomato sauce, whipping cream.
Some boomers.
No, boomers.
That's another term for shrooms.
Bubs.
What? We did put shrooms in there.
Regular mushrooms, Bubs, not the magic ones or whatever.
Oh, okay. I know.
Not the psychedelics.
I know.
I wasn't gonna allow that in my house.
No, neither was I.
Yes, you would.
Not in your house.
Yes, you would if I said yes.
Not in your house, babe.
Bubs.
Keep going, babe. I'm listening.
Come on.
I'm listening. Keep going.
Fess up, Bubbly.
Keep going.
Yes, you would. Anyway, it turned out really good. The rice turned out good with I put that with I cooked it with water and coconut milk. Mm-hmm. It just made it taste so good. And I have like quite a bit of leftovers.
Yes.
So I'm yeah.
I love chicken tikka masala. The only reason I stopped after 2 bowls was I couldn't eat anymore.
I only had 1 bowl, and that was already filling.
Yeah.
Because the chicken and the veggies and the spices. And last night when we were cooking it, I had to open the window because it felt like it was getting kind of smoky, and my my throat was getting a little itchy. But you said that you saw smoke coming from my rice cooker.
Well, no, here's what happened. Mm-hmm. Like a minute or two after you do, maybe 5 minutes, I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking everything on your skillets, except for the rice. Uh-huh. I look over to the rice cooker and I see a whole bunch of steam coming out of it.
Yeah, it was steam. It wasn't smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a little bit concerned.
But it was like a lot more than I know. I'm obviously, I'm not that smart. But I'm not like an Ed Gain. I know that there's going to be like steam coming out of a rice cooker, but it seemed like a lot more than you would normally see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be that I put maybe a little too much water in there. I don't know. Or I mean, it could have just been the coconut milk too.
Yeah.
Because it was cooking the coconut milk and everything else. But after I checked it out, it smelled good. The rice felt like it was cooking evenly, and it turned out really good.
As we're making this food,
yep,
you and I are listening to Music Planet.
Yep.
Or did we start cooking
We started
near the end of that episode.
We started cooking near the end of the episode, and then we were listening to some Take the Floor.
Yeah. Music Planet was really good. I'm enjoying that show a lot.
It was really good. There was like this I think it's called the WOMAD Festival. I don't know where it was, and they played some excerpts from a Mexican band and a South Korean, I almost said North Korean, South Korean band.
All songs about the deer leader. I would love the introduction of that. This band sings about the deer leader and really focuses on his greatness in this music set.
Even though you don't understand it, that's exactly what it's talking about.
Right.
But no, the South Korean band was good. I thought they had some different instruments that I wasn't familiar with. But the Mexican band I really enjoyed. I mean, that was some really good music.
Yeah.
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 And then they had another bluegrass duo that was that she played. It was a really good show.
Yes.
Music Planet.
BBC, their music app, and it's not a music app, it's just their sounds app, I think is like the closest thing we have to an international music station.
When we heard that Filipino guy, that recording of that Filipino guy playing his playing music,
Mm-hmm.
I think that came from KEXP now that I think about it.
Okay, I thought it was the BBC, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think it was KEXP.
I don't listen to them anymore just because it's like after every song they say you're listening to KEXP. Like you can give it a little bit of a break.
It should be like maybe once an hour or something.
That's all you're legally required to do.
For once an hour to announce it?
Either 2 minutes before or after the top of an hour.
I don't know. I think the BBC Sounds app, I'm really starting to enjoy it.
I love it.
Yes.
But you don't listen to it when I'm not here, though.
I don't listen to it as much as maybe I should because I'm listening to other things, but maybe I should because I really love Take the Floor. I'm really starting to like Music Planet. Good stuff.
J to Z is good.
J to Z. Yeah, they have some good stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of J to Z.
I know.
J to Z.
Yeah.
JZ.
JZ.
JZ and Beyonce.
Yeah.
I think let's see, the UK says Z and so does Canada.
Interesting. I didn't know that Canada did that.
Yeah, I talked to someone years ago and he would say Z instead of Z.
Yeah.
Even though Canada is a part of North America. But I thought it was interesting too.
I was watching a YouTube video yesterday about the making of the song Through the Wire. So,
are you talking about Kanye's song?
As you know, I'm not really a big Kanye fan. Having said
Me
that,
neither.
That song is incredible. That's a great song.
And then I played you Through the Fire by Shaka Khan, and you're like, what song is this? I said, this is a song that Kanye sampled for Through the Wire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They go into that whole thing. I had heard that Shaka Khan hated Kanye's take on her material. Because she thought that she sounded like a chipmunk because it was sped up and the pitch was changed.
Sped up, yes. It was.
And the guy who's doing the YouTube video says she's badmouthed the song before, but she did perform with Kanye at the Grammys in 2004. And in 2009, she said good things about Kanye. So it's a little bit unclear if she's doing it now just to get publicity or not.
Yeah.
I love that song, even though I'm not generally a Kanye fan. And one of the things about it which was interesting is because the way copyright laws work in this country, he does not have a writer's credit on it.
Oh, wow.
Because it's based on Shaka Khan's work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he didn't get permission.
Well, no, he got permission, but he doesn't have any writer's credit. So when they play the song, I guess for publishing reason, all that money goes to Shaka Khan, I'm assuming, or her record company.
Right, because he took that, he sampled that part of her song.
Isn't that crazy? He doesn't get any writer's credit?
Well, I mean,
he's doing well financially.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't understand music law all that well, so I can't really say what I think about this. It's very confusing to me. one of my friends studied music law, and it's a little bit tricky when it comes to like if you take somebody's melody that sounds exactly like the person's melody, then that's one thing. But if your melody sounds too much like it, even though it's not their melody per se, you could still be sued for that.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. I mean, music law sounds very complicated, so I'm not going to say how I feel about it because I don't know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Oh, so you know how in the second verse of the song they censor the word shit in through the wire?
On the radio, yeah.
No, not just on the radio. If you buy the album version, it's censored. Oh. And I always wondered why that was. Mm-hmm. In the video, they explained that Shaka Khan didn't want that word. She didn't want any cursing in the song. So the only way he got to use the song was if he bleeped out the word shit.
Well, good for her.
Oh, why is that good for her?
Because she had the right to say that.
She did have the right to say that. She had the right.
She had the right to say that it was her song, and if it was his song, then he could do what he wanted with it.
That's true.
Good for her.
But I'd always wondered why, even on the album version, you couldn't hear it, and now I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does she not swear in real life?
I don't know, Bubs. Okay. I don't know. Don't ask me questions because I don't know much about Shaka Khan.
Okay, I thought you knew, babes.
I don't know. I mean, some singers are not like that, you know.
But some people are real hypocrites. Like, oh, that reminds me. The other thing we wanted to talk about was I had told you about the new Jerry Falwell documentary, and we had a debate on whether or not he should be shunned by the Christian world.
And I say yes. I said no because that isn't an example of grace, and I think that for sure he needs help. He needs, I don't know whether it's therapy or whatever it is, but there have been Christian leaders and Christian singers that have fallen from grace, and they took some time out to really do some reflecting, and they repented of what they did, and they were accepted back in. There's other, I mean, I know of so many singers that used to be more popular in the Christian world, and they left, they started doing secular music and people weren't happy about it, or they had affairs, and people are very leery about listening to their music, or they have decided that they wanted to live as a gay person or a lesbian person when they weren't that way before. I mean, it's almost the same thing. And yes, for sure, the Christian community shouldn't make excuses for this guy because he had a prominent pastor for a father. But he's human just like they are.
See, and the reason I lean towards yes is a couple of different reasons. One, he's worth like $100 million. And that's just a guess based on what different people have said. Nobody really knows for sure. But we do know that when he left Liberty University, they gave him $10 million.
Is that really true?
Yeah. And so he ain't starving. And the other thing too is he would have people shunned from the Christian community and kicked out of school for doing what he did, basically, right? Having gay sex. And so...
Would he?
Yeah, he would. I think there's examples of that out there. And so for him to not be shunned when he would do that to other people,
that's a form of revenge. And I don't think that's right. I think he needs to be away from the community. He needs to really think about what he did. If he doesn't come back, he doesn't come back. It's, God needs to deal with him the same way that he deals with everybody else. But to shun him forever like he's a leper, I think that's ridiculous.
Do you think that they should at least say, okay, we're unshunning all the people who you had shunned, and we're going to give them a free scholarship to Liberty University if they want it?
Maybe that should happen. I don't know. I can't speak for all those people that he shunned, because that's not right if he was doing that. It's the same thing for like a Sunday school teacher who teaches on, I don't know, like if they wanted to talk about being what should I give an example of?
I don't know.
If he or she was going to give a lesson on staying away from narcotics, because whatever the lesson is about, right? Being pure from anything that could harm you. But then you find out that this person isn't just lying about he not only is this person teaching and preaching about staying away from narcotics, but they have a narcotics habit. They should step down from their position. Maybe they should even be excluded from church for a while and given some time to think about what they did. And if they're ready to come back, they can come back as a member. But to shun this guy forever, like he's some kind of leper and nobody should ever have any contact with him, I think is too extreme. I think he does need help, though.
But we do also agree that he should never be in a position of power in a Christian organization.
Well, he shouldn't be a pastor if that's what you're thinking. He shouldn't be the president of a prominent Christian university if he's not gonna be honest with anybody. If he's going to do the exact opposite of what he's preaching, for sure he shouldn't be in any leadership roles. I agree with that.
Okay. I do not run Liberty University, even though my Christianity. What?
Bugs, don't mock Bugs.
Good question.
No, you're not.
Hold on.
No, you're not.
But I gave you an idea yesterday.
No, you're not.
I did. Give me first. You need a kiss.
No kissing until afterwards.
Hold on, give me a kiss.
No.
Yeah, for your sake, babes, not mine.
Ugh.
Okay, and my idea was this. Instead of giving Jerry Falwell Jr. $10 million when he left under very nefarious reasons, what I would have done with that money, I would have opened... No, we kind of disagreed on this.
We vehemently disagree on this. I
would have bought the property across the street from Jerry Falwell Jr.'s house, and I would have opened up a gay strip club. And hold on, I'm telling you what I would have done, babes.
Yeah, you're a Christian man.
Hold on, I am. Hold on, babes, you gotta let me finish.
Okay.
This shows my Christianity.
No, it's not.
All right, so hold on.
It doesn't.
But I'm a liberal Christian. I don't have problems with gay. Ow!
you stop it.
Me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, give me a kiss. So.
Now you stop it.
Hold on, I'm telling you what I would have done. So, gay strip club across the street from where Jerry Falwell Jr. lives, and at the front of it, I would have had statues of Larry Flint and his father, Jerry Falwell Sr., and I would have statues of them making out together. Ouch! Ouch! You kicked me in the balls, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I did not mean to.
Okay.
I'm
you didn't
sorry.
kick me that hard.
I'm sorry,
okay,
Bubs.
You didn't kick me that hard. You can't get triggered so easily.
No, Bubs.
What?
That's a terrible idea.
Why?
Because you don't fight fire with fire. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's either that. Well, wait a second. But I would have done this with the $10 million that they gave.
I would have said, "Here's my idea. Let's get off of your idea for a minute because I think
genius.
It's a little. No, it's not ingenious. It's ridiculous. I would have given the $10 million to the pool boy that they victimized.
Well, you didn't let me finish my idea. Okay, with the strip club, half of the money we raise goes.
I'm not raising any money. About this.
You're running this thing.
No, I'm not. I'm going to do it totally different than what you want to do it.
Well, hear me out, babes. Half the money we raise goes back into operations of the strip club. The other half of the money goes to helping gay teenagers.
Why do they need any help?
Well, because people like Jerry Falwell Jr. and all that stuff.
Why not help sex abuse victims?
Well, I'll tell you this. Why not? Because look at it like this. That the $10 million went to a rich bisexual man, Jerry Falwell Jr.
So, not senior.
Yeah, I know. I messed up. So instead of doing that, instead of helping this rich gay bisexual man, why not give some of the money to kids who don't have any?
I think we should give money to sex abuse survivors.
Oh,
Because this guy, the pool boy, is a victim of all this. It sounds to me like he is. Like they were the ones who started this whole thing.
yeah.
Okay. This needs to go to some sex abuse organization rather than helping gay teenagers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the strip club should. I think that's just like a. I know you want to make fun of this whole situation, but it's not funny. I don't think that should be a part of it. It's not going to help anyone except for people, except for gay, young gay people, whatever.
But the way it went down, the money only helped a rich bisexual dude. Oh, what? That's so. My way, at least more people would be getting help.
Oh, Bob.
What?
No, it's not.
Why not?
I think it should be donated to an actual organization that really does help that really does help people like sex abuse victims or people that have been abused by clergy.
Oh.
Like for example, abuse of young boys from the Catholic Church or abuse of young girls from the Mormon Church or something that would actually help people instead of having a gay strip club. That's ridiculous.
Interesting. Well, I love you, babes.
Trying to make a mockery, but
no, they made a mockery. They gave the money to Jerry Falwell Jr.
Okay, take out tools. I'm sorry.
Oh, give me kissing. The truce never ends. Or I guess the truce doesn't begin if you don't give me a kiss.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Let's talk about cooking show ideas.
No.
We got to explain what happened.
No.
Hold on. Yes.
Bubs, come on.
We were joking. Okay, so here's how this came up. This morning, we're in bed. And,
were we really?
Yes. And we were talking about...
We weren't really in bed.
Yes, we were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
my goodness.
I'm just kidding. I don't really want to talk about that, but go on.
We were talking about one of my favorite subjects, Cheers. And, of course, it leads on to Frasier and Kelsey Grammer, along with Patricia Heaton, were on some sitcom. I think it was called Down to You. I never watched it,
yeah,
but I heard about
Down
it.
to You. I never watched it. Probably wasn't on for very long either.
Despite the fact that they are both conservatives.
Are they?
Yes.
Kelsey Grammer?
Oh, yeah. He's super conservative.
I didn't know that.
I am a big fan of Kelsey Grammer. And even with Patricia Heaton, yes, I know she's a conservative. I did like her on Everybody Loves Raymond.
I thought she was funny on that show.
She was good on that show.
Yeah.
And in the Albertsons commercials.
Yeah.
And you told me that she did like a cooking show back in the day.
Well, I was looking for something online. I forgot what it was. And I think she had a cooking show. And she was, I saw this episode where she was making a shepherd's pie. And it sounded really yummy, actually. It was either a shepherd's pie or something else. But it sounded like she was really into cooking.
I don't care if somebody's conservative. If they do a good recipe, I'll watch it. If George W. Bush did a cooking show and said we're gonna make like I don't know, fraud fries or something, or freedom fries, goodness. I'd watch it.
And then I saw this thing on YouTube. I don't ask me what I was looking for because it was like years ago. And Nancy Grace did I think it was like a slow cooker version of teriyaki chicken.
Nice.
And it sounded really good too.
This was made from somebody's dead baby. Dead chicken babies were used. And...
Oh.
All right, hold on. But you didn't let me finish my story, babes.
Okay. You're mocking again.
I don't believe in that. And I thought you were, and I didn't think you were a Nancy Grace fan either.
I mean, I don't watch her show very often. In fact, there are things that I didn't agree with her on, but I did occasionally, but...
Okay,
yeah.
Let's get back to conservatives and cooking shows. So I said I would watch the conservative host a cooking show. I don't care who they are. I'd even watch Marjorie Taylor Greene and George W. Bush. And then I thought, well, what if we did a show where it gives Marjorie Taylor Greene a chance to own the libs or the libs to own her? And we did it like liberal versus conservative. And it's Marjorie Taylor Greene in one kitchen and AOC in the other. We have a host. We have 5 judges. 2 of them are conservative. 2 of them are super lib. And one is like a libertarian, kind of independent, maybe a little bit conservative, but not too far. And the host gives Marge and Alexandria the same thing to make. He says, tonight you're making, chicken tikka masala. And whoever gets the best recipe has like...
Or maybe it's like a meatloaf or something.
Whatever the recipe is.
Yeah.
Whatever the dish is. Whoever has the best dish, we donate $10,000 to your next political campaign.
Or charity.
Yeah, or charity.
It doesn't have to be a political campaign.
Okay. You didn't like that idea, so I came up with another one which is similar. I thought it might be fun. What if we had like a weekly cooking show where it's just Marjorie Taylor Greene and AOC have to work together on a recipe, and we call it Cooking with Alex and Marge?
I thought that was a disastrous idea.
Why?
Well, number one, I don't think they would get along with each other. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene would think that she was the stupidest person to work with, and I think that they would just hate each other. I don't think it would be a good idea, and then it would turn into a fight.
And to me, that's part of the fun in watching this.
Well, you like all those beefs and fights. Not so much.
I do.
Me, not so much. I'm just like, no. This is just insane.
And it would be fun to see them like make little remarks to themselves, to each other, kind of like dissing each other. I'd be into that.
Oh, like she would say something to AOC to the effect of, yeah, well, this girl doesn't even know what a garbage disposal is.
And AOC would say something like, next week we're making German strudel. And Marge here is a big fan of Hitler, so I'm sure she's going to do an excellent job.
Ah!
She has said pro-Hitler things.
Bubs,
what?
stop it.
Yes. Ouch.
Bubs, you are such a bad
Why?
boy.
Or she talks about...
Okay, Bubs, stop it now.
Okay, stop it.
Stop
give me a kiss
it.
or the... Okay, you either give me a kiss or we have a tickle.
Tickle twos.
Right.
We'll have a tickle twos.
Or we don't have a tickle.
You got it mixed up, Bubs.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
You.
What?
I don't know what to do with you sometimes.
Take everything I say as the gospel truth.
But it isn't.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
I don't know.
Yes, I do.
I have a question for you, babes.
No.
Before we do Cooking with Alex and Marge.
We are not going to do that.
Well, we need both of them to
No,
agree,
we are not going to do that. No, we are not going to do that.
We actually
it would be disastrous.
Might not be able to do that because I doubt they would agree.
It would be disastrous on all types of levels.
Uh-oh.
It would be absolutely disastrous. The oh goodness thing, maybe.
Well, I'm thinking when Oh Goodness comes out and is a ratings hit, that's when we approach Alex and Marge about the show.
No, it's just not. Are you fidgety?
I'm always fidgety.
Oh, why is that?
I just am.
Oh, okay. Is it just like a guy thing that they're kind of fidgety sometimes?
I don't know, but I'm very fidgety.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. You just have to move.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. That's one of your quirks.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be disastrous. I really do. It would just be an all out knockout drag down fight the entire half hour. I wouldn't watch it. I would be like, who put this together? It's so trashy. It's like a cooking show / talk show.
Yeah.
Now I like watching talk shows on occasion because some of the topics are really interesting, but there has to be some control there. You know, there's not going to be like a moderator controlling these women when they fight and throw food at each other. I don't think it's a good idea. Well, I mean, one throws cinnamon in the other one's hair. The other one pelts them with mashed potatoes and pelts them with hot pie. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea. One of them hits them in the face with pancakes. I don't know. One sprays whipped cream all over their hair. I just don't think it's a good idea. It could get really ugly really fast.
Well, it's an idea. Babe.
Somebody could throw macaroni and cheese down the other one's shirt.
Nice.
No, just I think it would be a disastrous idea, and I know people are going to be laughing when they hear that.
Well, good.
Anywho.
I have a political question for you.
No.
I'll make this super fast.
What?
How come it is like when you say something that happened with politics, I'm willing to check into it, but when I say something and I can even send you the video, you're always like, no, I don't want to see that.
Because I want to look for it by myself, and I have questionable. I'm questioning, number one, where you got the video, because sometimes YouTube is not has been very quick to cancel conservative stuff. So I don't even know if that one was edited. Now, granted, you may not know either, but I'm very skeptical about somebody who is in a different on a different side politically than I am sending me anti MTG videos or anti whoever videos when I want to look at it myself.
But you do know that I am an honest actor, meaning like when you've said something that I thought was nutty and I've said it and then researched it and found out that you were correct, I've come back and said, turns out I was wrong about this. So you know that at least I'm coming at it from a place of, yes, I'm very liberal, but I want honesty to win out at the end of the day.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay, I will give you the credit of actually wanting to know the truth about things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we so disagree on a lot politically, and it's not that I don't trust you; it's that I don't know if I can trust the site that you got the thing on.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I don't trust you, because there are things that both of us have admitted that we were wrong about or we weren't sure about, but it's the sites that these things are coming from is what I'm really a little bit leery about.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I still love you, babes.
I still love you, bub.
Thank you, love you. And Cory Bush for president in 2024.
I doubt that's going to happen.
I doubt it too, but that's what I want.
Oh! You can't always get what you want. Okay, let's move on here.
Yeah.
We have a couple movies to talk about.
Yeah.
Because we talked about a lot of things. I mean, we had a really good dinner. Yesterday was not a sleepy day like Friday was.
No, Friday we were just like out most of the day.
Exhausted.
And we slept good that night too.
Uh-huh. Well, I did. I don't know about you.
I slept really good.
Yeah. I also slept good tonight too.
Tonight?
Or last night rather.
Yeah, I slept really good last night.
I did too. And then we're going to get to the dream segment later.
Yes.
But we saw some really good movies, and we saw
we started off the evening.
Yes, we started off the evening with a Jean Harlow movie, and
Jonathan Harlow was in a film.
Jean.
I thought that's short for Jonathan.
Bubs.
Isn't it?
No.
Okay.
It might be Jeanette, or maybe it's just Jean.
But not Jonathan.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Some weird person out there is named Jonathan, but I don't think it's her.
Okay. We started off with the 1932 film 3 Wise Girls.
Yes.
Tell me, babes. Give me the overview.
Okay, so there are these 3 girls. One of them is Cassie Barnes, who's played by Jean Harlow, and she lives with her mother. I'm guessing she's probably in her early 20s.
That's my assumption.
She works as a soda jerk. I don't know what state she's in, but she doesn't like her job, and she's only being paid like $15 an hour, I think it is, or $15 a week.
A week. Which
Not an hour, but a week.
I think, now that sounds like a horrible amount of money to earn. Having said that, this was during the Depression.
Yeah.
So, yeah, $15 isn't that much, but it went a lot farther than it does to these days. Yeah.
So, she decides to quit that job, and decides to go to New York. She goes to New York. She becomes a soda jerk there. Is that correct?
She tries a bunch of different jobs, but that's the one we see her doing.
And one day she decides that she's going to quit her job, and she wants her boss to pay her so that she can quit. She can go. And this other guy comes in and convinces the boss to pay her, and he says, "Okay, here, you can take this money." And it happens to be this drunk guy that came in that she was just serving. Am I right about that?
I believe so.
And he happens to be Jerry Wilson. As we find out his name.
Jerry.
And he takes an interest to her, but she finds out later on that he's married. Now, there's another woman named Gladys Kane who becomes really good friends with Cassie Barnes. And this girl's kind of weird too.
Mm-hmm.
She's dating this man named Arthur Phelps. And we see his wife, Ruth, in some scenes. And she's not going to get a divorce from him. And so Gladys doesn't know what to do. And she is giving advice to Cassie and says, don't fall in love. It's only going to cost you a lot, and it's going to cause you pain. Don't do it. And this is, well, actually, this was going on before Cassie finds out that Jerry is married. Now, another woman, her name is Dot O'Brien. This is kind of an interesting one because she's not the smartest person, and she has to like do this typing job at home. Sounds like a really boring job too.
It does.
Like she has to type up all these names, and she can't even pronounce them half the time. I mean, she's not the smartest. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Let's just say.
Yeah.
But, was it Jerry's chauffeur or Arthur's chauffeur that she gets with?
Jerry's chauffeur, because your girl
Cassie
and him are having some issues. He goes over to the place and says, Dot, can I call you Dot? Dot, my chauffeur can take you anywhere. Can take you around Central Park if you want. She's like, cool with this, bro. She leaves, and then they do their thing. And
I think he got her out of there so that he could talk to Cassie.
Absolutely.
More. And
he just didn't want her to have the night with the chauffeur. He had his ulterior motives.
Right, and which actually worked for Dot because they started seeing each other. And this is interesting because she had the most stable relationship out of the three of them.
Yeah.
I honestly think that I won't tell everything, but there was one part where Gladys is so upset because she finds out in the paper that her boyfriend Arthur reconciled with his wife Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
And they were on a trip together, and she just couldn't take it. She takes poison. Cassie comes to visit her, and she falls to the ground, and she's taken to the hospital, and we don't know if she survives it. It sounded like she was going to come out of it, but we don't know. Anyway, Cassie, I think, was probably the wisest out of the three girls because she really was like, no, I'm not going to do this. Dot was not the smartest person out of the three of them, but she was in the most stable relationship, and Gladys for sure wasn't smart.
Yeah.
She was so caught up in how much she loved Arthur that she didn't even think that Arthur was using her and that she was never going to be his wife.
Yes.
How do you think my analysis was?
I thought it was pretty good.
Good.
I enjoyed this movie. I was kind of tired during it, and it's a short one. It's under an hour and 10 minutes.
It was good. I liked it. I give it a strong 7.
I would. And I'm wondering if there's lost footage from this film, if it was longer when it was initially released, but I don't know that because I didn't do any research into this film.
Right.
I enjoyed it, though. I'd give it about the same, 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It made me wonder what life was really like in Manhattan in 1932.
I would agree.
And even as we're watching this, I'm thinking, I wonder if I could Google and find out what the rent was in Manhattan during that time period.
I forgot to mention, Cassie meets Gladys Kane because she gets a modeling job for a local store.
No, I don't think so.
No?
They were friends. She goes to see Gladys.
Oh, I'm sorry. They were friends, but she does get a modeling job.
She does, because Gladys sticks her neck out for your girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Gladys was kind of a weirdo.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And it made me wonder what would have happened to Jean Harlow had she lived longer. What else would she have done?
I know it was. Didn't she die like in a car accident? Or
No,
she
she
got
died. She had like a weird infection, went to the
Oh.
hospital and passed away. And I think she had history with that room in the hospital. Like she'd had a couple abortions there and whatnot.
a couple abortions?
Yeah,
Did she really?
in that same hospital room. I hope I'm remembering that right. I remember watching an A&E biography of her and reading a book about her, but it was like a short one. Alexa, how did Jean Harlow die?
Jean Harlow died on June 7, 1937 at the age of 26 due to urine poisoning brought on by acute nephritis.
Oh,
Urinic poisoning brought on by acute nephritis.
something like that. Yeah, it sounds
I'm not a
bad.
medical doctor. I don't know what any of that means except for the word
Poison.
poisoning.
It sounds really bad.
Yeah, it was a medical thing, basically. It wasn't a car accident. But I wish she would have lived longer because she was so young.
Oh, I know. She was super young. She
Yeah.
was. I mean, she died before my parents were born. That's.
She couldn't even make it into the 27 club.
I know.
They kicked her out. They're like, you're not a musician. And you were only 26, so get
Well,
out of
well,
here.
Bubs,
What?
stop it.
Oh, you do.
Oh,
You
mine
stop it.
now.
And I'm listening to you. Go
You
ahead.
stop it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of a celebrity she would turn to be, or if she would continue acting, or would she do something else?
I'm sure she would have continued acting. At least that's my assumption. It's always weird when you hear somebody talk about a celebrity and they say, you wonder what else they would have done. In most cases, I think they probably would have done some cool work, but I don't know if they would have done much beyond that. A couple of exceptions to that rule. Like, I think if Tupac was alive, there's a pretty good chance he would have gotten into politics, especially if you look at his family history. But in most cases, I think that they just would have done some interesting work.
Didn't you say that his mom made him read newspapers?
Okay, so
really quick.
This is in the what was it called? When the movie Resurrection came out in 2003, they had a companion book along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if are you familiar with Resurrection, the Tupac film?
No.
Maybe I shouldn't call it a movie. It's a documentary. And what they did was they took interviews of Tupac throughout his life, and they edited so he's telling the narrative of how his life went.
Oh, wow.
And the book is sort of like a mixture of excerpts from interviews. They might have also used some journal entries that he wrote. I forget because I read it so long ago. But it was either in the movie or the book. He talked about how when he would get in trouble as a kid, his mom's punishment to him was she'd have him read the New York Times from front to back. And she would ask him random questions about the different things in the New York Times. And he wouldn't know what section she was going to ask him about. So he had to do it.
Wow.
And I think that's actually a really creative punishment.
That's actually a really creative punishment because he's getting an education.
Yeah.
And he's also, it's almost like she's quizzing him, so he has to be prepared for that. That's kind of interesting. Wow.
By the way, I don't know if you've heard about this, but Tupac's stepfather just got released from prison.
Oh.
And he was serving life, but it was a compassionate release because he's dying of some form of cancer.
What?
And they say that he's not even completely here mentally.
They shouldn't release him.
He's going to be dead within a couple weeks, apparently.
Oh.
Like,
Still
he's
though.
not even lucid right now.
That's what happened with Susan Atkinson, right? Or Atkins?
Yeah, but, she was a baby killer, so.
She was a baby killer and a woman killer. But she wasn't released.
I know, but she also didn't help to raise one of the best musicians of our time, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Listen, do I think that Tupac's stepfather should have been released from prison, even though he's going through some stuff? No. Because the reason he was in there was because he helped rob a bank.
Oh, wow.
And
did he almost kill somebody?
3 people were killed during that.
Oh.
3 officers.
Oh, wow.
So he should die in prison.
Yes.
But having said that, what are you going to do? It's just an interesting story at this point. He is going to be dead very soon anyways.
How old is this man?
72, but they say that his cancer is fatal.
Oh,
and again, he's not even here mentally anymore, is what they're saying. So he won't even really know that he's out of prison.
But I think that John Hinckley Jr. for sure shouldn't have been released.
Absolutely. And I don't think Tupac's stepfather should be, but I'm not going to make an international incident out of it.
Okay.
And I believe he actually helped Assata Shakur escape to Cuba.
And why was he escaping to Cuba?
Assata Shakur was escaping to Cuba because she had gone on trial for killing a cop, and there's reason to believe that she didn't do it. She escaped from prison,
Uh-huh.
and then she got help to escape from Cuba.
Is Assata Shakur related to Tupac Shakur?
You know what's so weird about this? I
Yeah.
didn't think so when I first heard her case. I thought it was just the same name.
Yeah.
But she mentions Tupac's family in her book.
Wow.
And so I think that there is some relation there beyond the fact that they were part of the Black Panthers together.
Oh.
But I couldn't tell you more than that.
They were a part of the Black Panthers together?
Yeah.
Her and Tupac?
Well, no. So Assata was part of the Black Panthers, but so was Afeni Shakur, Tupac's mom. And you know that whole story, right?
No, I don't really want to go into that. I
Okay.
mean, we're kind of getting off track here.
This is kind of interesting, though. You're gonna love this. So, Afeni Shakur.
Oh, you're gonna tell it?
Yeah, because you're gonna like this story.
Really?
Let me tell this story, babes. It'll go fast.
Okay.
I believe there was some bombing that she either participated on or she helped people hide from after the fact, and this was when she was pregnant with Tupac. So she goes on trial, and there's a chance she could get like a lot of time in prison. But the judge is like, you're pregnant, so we're going to let you off with time served. And she was pregnant with your man, Tupac.
That's insane.
Yeah, but they were both heavily involved with the Black Panthers. I didn't think they were related.
Oh, wow.
But I read like an updated version of Assata Shakur's autobiography way back in the day. And she said something to me that I don't remember now. Not to me, she said something in the book. I just realized I said it like that.
Said something to me.
She wrote something in the book, which I believe was an updated version of it, that implied that they were related, but I'm not sure how.
Okay, well, we're getting off track here.
We are. You took it, sir. Keep
no,
going.
we did. No, you didn't.
Oh, sorry.
You were talking about Tupac.
Go ahead. Bring us back.
Because everything leads to Tupac, right?
Tupac, Cheers, Howard Stern, Joe Rogan, or Star Trek.
Ugh.
Those are the things that connect our society. But take us back on track, babe, since you so rudely took us away.
No, I did not.
Go
we were
ahead.
talking about Jean Harlow and what. Anyway.
Mean Jean Harlow. Let's go.
Anyway, yeah, this is a cautionary tale for any young woman, or it doesn't even matter how old the woman is. Don't fall in love with a married man. It's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't even think that that Cassie ends up with Jerry, to be honest.
You think that they break up?
Yes, I do.
Okay, how long are they together?
I think maybe she gives him another chance and then realizes this guy ain't the guy for me.
Well, wait a second. I got to defend my man Jer for a second.
Why is that?
Because he was married, but he was separated from his wife at the time, and they were both seeing other people. Like you know what I mean? So it's not like, yeah, I'm married and I'm fooling around.
Actually,
with you.
no, wait. I think he said that his wife wanted to divorce him, and he thought that she was seeing Arthur Phelps.
No, you're getting that a little bit wrong.
What?
Here's what happens. He goes to the wife. They had been separated for years, and she said it was your idea for us not to get a divorce because you said, why should we make two bad decisions with our lives? And I'm helping you stick with that. But it had been implied that it had been a minute since they were really with each other.
Yeah, but legally they're still married, even if there is a separation. They haven't actually divorced each other. I personally don't think they end up together, to tell you the truth. I think she maybe gives him a chance, but then she wises up and says, this isn't going anywhere.
I think they get together, and 5 years later, she dies of urine poisoning,
whatever,
or something like that. No, I can see them getting together. I don't know if they do or not.
I don't think so.
I can see them staying together. Right
I honestly think that she is, like I said, I think she's the most level-headed of the three of them.
Yeah.
and I don't think she gives him a chance.
Oh.
I also think that what's her name? Gladys. I think she gets out of the hospital but then I don't know if she changes her ways.
What about O'Brien? Do you think her...
Dot. Well, I don't know. She might stay with Jimmy, but she seems kind of flighty.
Yeah, but we don't know what he's like either.
And apparently she seems like a bad cook.
Yeah, there was that great scene where she's talking about weenies and holding one up, and it's like, this one is old and shriveled up. And then I remembered, of course, this is a pre-code movie, so that's why they could have Jean Harlow getting together with a married man and some lady holding up a weenie and talking about how shriveled up it is.
Well, I didn't even think about that. I just thought, ugh, she's a horrible cook.
Oh, my mind immediately went to,
of course,
this is pre-code.
Because you're a sick mind. You have a sick mind, Bubs.
Oh, where did I get it from? You?
No.
Yeah, you.
No, I didn't create your mind, Bubs.
Oh, it is.
You're just making an excuse to kiss me.
What else?
Even though I'm okay with that.
But the weenie scene did make me laugh.
I'm sure it did.
Yes.
Yes.
Are any of these people still alive today? Did O'Brien and the driver
Dot,
are they like 110 years old and still in love, or what?
I don't know. I kind of think Dot died of something really stupid. I don't know. She just seems like a very dingy person.
Oh.
You know what I mean? She didn't seem very smart to me.
Yes.
Jimmy, I don't know. I mean, it's possible that they stayed married. Jimmy seemed like a nice enough guy.
Nice. Well, good.
You barely saw him though.
Yeah.
He was only maybe in like a couple of scenes, but
he was good for what he was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he an older guy?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell, but I mean, we don't know the extent of Jimmy and Dot's relationship. If it was, I mean, it seemed good. I don't know. It's possible that they stayed married.
Good. But they're
until
both
one
dead.
of them died.
Oh.
Yeah. Or two of them. I don't know. Two of them may have died at the same time. I don't know. But Dot just seems like a very, very dingy, ditzy person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good, babes. Good.
Good, Bubs. Good.
Jaylo.
Yes.
You are not a fan of Nancy Pelosi. However, I told you last night that her daughter starred in a movie, or co-starred rather, and it was her only film called San Francisco.
And I said that couldn't have been
our
true.
daughter, Jaylo Pelosi.
I said no, because Nancy Pelosi was born in 1940, about 1940.
And I said, babe, she's clearly lying about her age. How could her daughter, or an adult daughter, start in a film that came out in 36 if she was born in 40?
I said that.
Oh, so I said that Nancy Pelosi lying about her age.
You thought she was lying about her age. I said, no, she's actually 82.
Oh.
And I said, how could she have a daughter if she was only born in 1940? That was after 1936.
So what you're telling me is Jaylo Pelosi did not co-star in the movie San Francisco.
Jaylo Pelosi.
Yes.
You had to go Jaylo Pelosi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, but I thought her daughter's name was Jaylo Pelosi.
Maybe you're Wick Pelosi.
Oh,
Hammond.
Whatevs, babes.
But anyway, why don't you give the synopsis? It was a really good movie too.
I was like, when you said, "Oh, I San Francisco," Bubs, I was thinking to myself, I don't know about this. This isn't going to be that good. I really enjoyed this movie.
I did too.
I mean, the only criticism is Clark Gable's name is slightly racist.
Blackie Norton. I didn't think he was that racist.
Oh.
But his name was Blackie Norton.
Oh. Anyways.
Would you say the same thing about Whitey Bulger?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But there's reasons for that.
Okay.
By the way, there's a book I have, a Whitey Bulger, that I've had for 10 plus years, and I keep telling myself I'm going to read it, and I never do.
And Whitey is his nickname, obviously. Right?
Yeah, he's like a mob dude. You know that...
Oh, we're getting off track here, Bubs.
I thought you liked my asides.
Bubs, we have a movie to talk about.
Oh, okay.
We can talk about Whitey Bulger a different time.
Okay.
We're sidetracking here, Bubs.
Yeah, you sidetracked us, man. No, and I love you for it.
Do.
But it's time to get back on topic.
No, you do.
No, you sidetracked us. Okay. Film starts off It is New Year's Eve, 1905 going into 1906.
Yep.
Your man Clark Gable runs this very popular nightclub. Was it called the Paradise?
Yes, it's called the Paradise. It's like a cafe.
No, it's a nightclub.
A nightclub?
Yeah.
A nightclub? Okay, because I heard somebody say the Paradise Cafe.
Maybe it's a cafe by day, but at night it's hopping.
Nightclub, yeah. Okay.
Your girl comes in,
Her name
Jaylo
is-
Pelosi.
Her name is Mary Blake in the movie book.
Oh, well, you touched my nipple.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay, Jaylo Pelosi.
Oh my goodness. Go
Okay.
on with the story.
Mary Blake is a good Christian girl from Colorado.
Well, she's a daughter of a pastor. We don't know if she's really Christian. I guess maybe she is.
Okay.
It's implied that she might be.
Okay. Clark Gable,
Blackie Norton.
yes, gives her a job singing, and he starts laughing when she tells her good Christian story.
Oh, stop it.
Because he says that he wrote that story. He's used it many times before.
He was
is the
thinking, oh, do
implication.
you really believe that? And he's kind of mocking her
Yeah.
and laughing at her and all that.
But it seems pretty true. Time goes by. At one point, Norton says to your girl, go over to this parish
Yeah, it's a church,
church,
or a parish.
and I want you to sing for the congregation. She does that.
And she meets up with Father Tim.
Father.
Father Tim.
A,
It was a parish, yeah.
a father with no kids.
He was a priest, and she went to a parish, yeah.
Good. He starts explaining, hey, you got to know something about Clark Gable. He's a bit of a scoundrel, but we came up together, and when he found out that I needed $4,000 for a new organ, the next day it was delivered. He never said anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good guy, but he's a little bit conflicted, and I've been trying to get him on the path, and maybe you're the one to help me bring him to the Lord. Okay? What?
No, just the way you said it.
I'm paraphrasing, babes. It didn't go down quite like that.
No, I didn't.
But this is what I do. I
But it was
paraphrase.
funny.
Thank you. Around this time, Norton is approached by some people who want him to run for the position of...
I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember
It
what
was
it
a political office, but I forgot what it was.
Very powerful man.
Yeah.
Against a very powerful dude.
Mhm.
He's like, okay. I'll do it, bro.
Sure.
Yeah. And he starts doing these campaigns. He gets popular. The guy he's running against, Jim, comes to him and says, you don't want to really run against me. Drop out. And he's like, no, I'm a man of the people.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing this race. Okay. A lot of people are now starting to see your girl sing. Her name is
Mary Blake.
Mary Blake. I'm bad with
And I
names.
just said that.
I
Mary
know
Blake.
you did, but I can remember.
And she's getting very, very popular. She's very good.
Nancy Pelosi stole my prediction. So that's why I can remember.
Bubby.
Okay.
Tell the story.
Okay. People come in, see Mary Blake sing, and they're like, she could join our opera, and it would be great for her.
Uh-huh.
Okay. She gets off the stage. Clark Gable has her come over, but he tells everybody before she gets there, if she says that she wants to leave this place and go with you guys, I'm not going to stand in her way.
Uh-huh.
But she decides to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Some stuff happens. Mary ends up leaving the club, going to sing for the opera.
And then you can't forget she meets a guy named Jack Burley.
I thought his name was Jim.
Jack.
Okay.
Jack Burley.
Jack, the guy who's running against Clark Gable.
Yes.
Okay.
And she's confused. She thinks she wants to marry Blackie Norton.
She goes back to him at some point.
She goes, yeah, but something happens.
Something happens with the father. We don't want to give everything away.
Yeah, I know.
And Norton is having more and more trouble running his business because of the interference of Jack Blake.
Jack Burley.
Jack Burley, too.
Mary Blake, Jack Burley.
Mary Blake and Jack Burley.
Yeah.
B&B are interfering with his business.
Mm-hmm.
One point, there's a raid. Everybody gets arrested besides for him. He tries to make bail, can't do it. Now, there's this big competition that all these businesses take part in each year. Norton's nightclub has won for like the last 3 years, and there's a $10,000 prize. Mary stands up and says, I'm going to be representing the Paradise this year. She does it and wins it. Clark Gable is really upset, refuses the prize, and then the earthquake happens.
Yep, and it's a big one.
Your buddy Jack Blake is killed.
Burley.
Burley, too, is also killed.
No, Jack Burley is killed.
And Mary Blake lives.
Mary Blake lives.
Well, we don't know this at first.
And there's a scene where her and a bunch of people are singing outside of what used to be the parish.
Yeah. And Norton has like this big gash on his face, but then he sits down to pray to the Lord.
Bubs.
The good Lord above.
Bubs.
What?
Stop mocking.
I never would mock.
You just did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
You have to apologize to God later.
Oh?
Yeah.
We'll do that a little bit later, babes. I'm sorry, God, I mocked you.
Well,
All right, we just did it.
Bubs.
What?
Oh, never mind. Go on.
Okay, good.
Mm.
Mary comes up to Norton, helps hold him up. They walk and they start singing popular song.
I forgot what they were singing.
It was
What?
a very well-known song. And then the movie ends.
I forgot what it was, but remember that everybody was trying to find their loved ones.
Yeah,
and,
that was a great portion of them. I didn't want to give everything away.
yeah, I know. But then while Mary is singing, you can see time pass and things are being rebuilt.
They show the 1906 version of San Francisco, and then they show it, which was then the modern day 1936 version, where it was all rebuilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good scene.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Then the movie ends.
Yeah, she was good.
They were all good
They
in
were all
this
good.
movie. I really enjoyed it. I'd give it a strong 8.
Yeah, I did too. I in the beginning I didn't know if I liked her voice, but after I started listening to it more, I actually liked her singing voice.
And I went into this movie, like I said, I didn't think I was going to like it at all. I'm like, oh, this is a Jaylo pick. What are we going to get here? But I ended up, you made a good choice with this one.
Yeah, because you said, oh, maybe it's about the 1906 earthquake in San Francisco because you saw fire, you saw that there was something going on.
So at the beginning of this movie, we see that it's 1905 going into 1906. And then we see a fire and kids jumping out of this building. So I'm assuming that they flash forward. But what it was the building where Mary was living in caught on fire at the end of 1905. And so it was a bit confusing for a second.
Okay.
Yeah. After we watch this movie, I pull out the phone recorder. We're recording for 10 minutes and then you're like, "Bob, we gotta stop. I'm gonna go bed."
I was tired.
You were tired. I want to get some more private time recording, but alas, that was not what happened last night.
No, and I don't know. You took it out, and I'm like, we're recording again? Did you not ask me?
I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
You did not. You just thought, oh, I'll just record and she'll be okay with it.
Oh.
I was not very happy. I was tired.
Oh.
I was like, could you just ask me once in a while, hey, babes, can we record this?
Oh. I thought I said at the beginning of it, record.
Yeah, but that you were telling me. You didn't ask me.
Oh, okay. And you like when a man takes charge. So.
Not like that.
Oh.
I actually want to say in some things.
Oh. Hopefully
Especially
not
when
so
they
many
happen in
things.
my house.
Okay, good. Anyways.
Oh my goodness.
So after you go to bed, I watch a video from that dude Simon on the San Francisco earthquake.
Yeah.
Because I had known about it, but I didn't know. I'm not as versed
Yeah.
with that as I should.
Yeah, I only known a little bit about it because there was a TV movie a long time ago about it. And I heard it was a really, really good sized magnitude.
Yeah. And I thought, okay, there's an earthquake and there's some aftershocks and some buildings fall. But he really put it into perspective about how buildings weren't really earthquake proof back then. And we don't know the actual magnitude of the San Francisco earthquake because the Richter scale wouldn't be invented until the 1930s.
Mm-hmm.
But they speculate that it was about a 7.9.
But it felt like an 11.
Well, and it could have been a lot higher than 7.9. It could have been an 11 because they didn't have the Richter scale back then to measure it. And there actually were gas mains that broke and started fires around the city.
Yeah.
One of the things that complicated that was the person who was in charge of the fire stations back then, the chief fire dude, died when one of the buildings collapsed that he was in.
Wow.
Yeah. And Simon said that San Francisco was basically under martial law for like 3 months.
After the earthquake?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they had to go home at a certain time and all that.
Well, the city was just chaos.
Wow.
And it took them decades to like really rebuild it. But one of the indicators that it was getting rebuilt was in the 19 teens, there was some ceremony there.
Oh, wow.
I forgot what it was called. Because I'm watching this as I'm falling asleep. It was a good video.
Oh, wow.
Watching the movie makes me want to read a book about the San Francisco earthquake.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been to San Francisco a few times, but I need to examine the history of that city more.
I've been through it. I didn't go sightseeing. My uncle's cousin was living there, and we were on our way to LA because we were visiting my mom's side of the family, and so we drove through like Fresno, Stockton, Sacramento, and San Francisco on the way there.
He was saying in the video that it caused $400 million worth of damage in 1906 dollars.
Wow.
So, okay, so not only is that an extreme amount of money for back then, but you also got to remember there was less of a population. I believe it was the largest city in California, but it didn't have like millions of people there. I think it maybe had like a couple 100,000 people living in San Francisco at the time. So a lot of things have to be considered. 75% of the city was destroyed either by the earthquake or from aftershocks or from the fires that started as a result of this. So it was very, very interesting to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, hearing about this. But I do want to delve in deeper.
I think the first time I went to San Francisco, the airport anyway, we were on our way to DC, because I think I may have told a story about what happened when I was 9.
Yeah.
And we had to pick up one of our teachers / chaperones from San Francisco and then head on. So we left Hawaii and then headed to California, where we picked her up in San Francisco. And then we headed to Chicago, and the rest is history.
It's a very interesting design of the city.
Wow.
I like the way it looks. It's super pricey, though. But the people are pretty nice. I do like San Francisco.
There's a lot of Filipinos there, too.
Yeah, it reminds me of Northwest Portland in a lot of ways.
Is it really?
Yeah, like that area, kind of like in the MLC area up to like 23rd, the design of it.
Is that the same area where the Pearl District is?
It's kind of in that area. I think it's technically considered the Alphabet District, but in my mind, it's the Pearl District.
Oh, wow.
That's how Rick considers it, even if the city doesn't.
We've been walking in that area.
Yeah.
As you know, you told me that your school was where it was. That's
21st
pretty cool.
and Gleason is where MLC is at.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's in my area then.
No, it's
farther than that.
It's northwest. You're northeast.
That is true.
Yes.
Okay.
How's it in your area?
Oh my goodness. Well, no, I mean, I realized that. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm on 99th and Gleason. That's on 21st and Gleason.
But it's also a different side of town, too, because there's a river.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is true.
You have a big area then, Jaylo.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I love you, babes.
Okay. Yes, I heard some good. There's some good places in San Francisco, too, like the Blue Chip Cookie Company. I don't know if it's still there. That's on Fisherman's Wharf. Then they have, of course, the Ghirardelli Chocolate Factory.
The original one was destroyed in the 1906 earthquake.
Yeah, I think, or maybe, I think it's like close to San Francisco. It's like, I don't remember if it's in San Francisco or at least close to it, but it's in that area.
Golden Gate Park.
Yep, Golden Gate Park.
Church of John Coltrane. Lots of cool stuff there.
You almost went there, right?
Yeah, I told that story here.
Did you go to Golden Gate Park?
I did.
Cool. There is a Golden Gate Park in Seattle too.
Yeah, I know. Place. It is. I like both. Haight-Ashbury, where
Oh yeah, that neighborhood.
Grateful Dead kind of came together and whatnot, and Jefferson Airplane before the Starship happened.
And San Francisco had a completely different San Francisco music scene.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, boy.
Yes, people. It's good stuff there, Jaylo.
It is.
What do you think happened with our two main characters, Clark Gable and Jaylo Pelosi? Did they get
Oh,
married?
my goodness. There's no Jaylo Pelosi.
Oh, I thought there was.
Mary Blake and Blackie Norton. I don't know if they do get together, to tell you the truth. I think they're way too different.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't even know if that time that he was praying that he really, that he kind of changed. And I don't think we'll ever know. But, I don't know that they get together.
Yeah, I saw it, honestly, I agree with you. I saw it as it's a symbolic thing, so we can maybe assume that if we want to, but he's not really. He's still an atheist. He's just doing that to kind of like, maybe he's caught up in the moment.
I think she finds a different person.
Oh.
I think she was probably heartbroken when her fiance Jack Burley died.
Yeah.
And I actually liked his mom. She seemed like a very nice woman. But I thought she was an old bag.
Yeah.
She's like, I was there in 51. And I'm like, oh, it's 1851. I thought she meant 1951. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
And I forgot when she said that the movie was based in, at that point, 1906. I thought it was based in 36. So in my mind, I'm thinking, that means that she moved there 85 years ago. And was like old enough to have like a small business. So, but when I remembered that it wasn't based in 36, it made her seem a little bit younger.
Yeah, it was really heartbreaking when they were looking for the people, and then Mrs. I forgot what her name was. Jack Burley's mom was trying to find him, and she's like, "He's dead, isn't he?" Because she knew he was dead, and then she said, "Well, it was God's will."
Or that part where Norton is trying to rescue these people who are under rubble, but then they have to run because there was like an aftershock and the building collapsed and killed those people.
Yeah, and then there was somebody who was looking for someone named Irene, and she died.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought Mary died with everybody else that died.
That would have been a better ending because it would have been more realistic.
That she died?
Yeah. But I get the studio, they wanted to put a bow on things.
But I did like the scene where she was singing with a bunch of people.
That was good.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been more true to the film if she had passed away.
Now, what if Blackie passed away?
That could have worked too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
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 Sure. But everybody was good in the movie.
Would you recommend this to your family? If so, what's your elevator pitch?
This was I don't know what I how I would pitch this. I think they would enjoy it. If they're really into classic actors like Clark Gable, because I don't know if any of my relatives were aware of these actors in America because they were living in the Philippines. So I don't know.
I'm ashamed to say this.
What's that?
As a cinephile.
Cinephile?
Yeah, that means somebody who studies film.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
It's one of the terms you could use for it.
Okay.
Obviously, I had seen Gone with the Wind when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I was aware of the film had happened one night.
Uh-huh.
But I'd never seen it before we started dating.
Wow.
And I only really knew Clark Gable from Gone with the Wind, which, as we've discussed, I think is the most important movie ever made. So it's in like another realm by itself as far as filmmaking goes.
I can't believe it took this long for us to see Gone with the Wind together.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, for you to see it especially.
For me to see
I saw
Gone
it when I
with
was
the
11.
Wind. I know. Bubs.
Okay,
We're talking
keep
about that
going.
time. I mean, I can't believe it took this long for me to see Gone with the Wind, but I'm glad I saw it because it was such a good movie.
Yeah, and in some ways, it transcends film. Like, it's its own special piece of media.
How did you feel, really quick, how did you feel when you saw Gone with the Wind when you were a teenager and there were all these girls that were crying?
It really made me understand the power of the film because at that point, it was almost 60 years old.
Yeah.
Because I saw the re-release in 1998 after July 4th weekend, and that was the third time I'd seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the first time I saw it in a movie theater.
And you went by yourself?
No, I went with my mom because she wanted to rewatch it.
Wow.
But what I was trying to get at is I only had an understanding of Clark Gable through Gone with the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
And as I watched more and more of his movies, what I think he does, because I've only seen about 5 of his films, is he plays the lovable rebel in his films.
Yeah.
You've noticed that too.
Yes.
The guy, the philanderer, the guy who doesn't believe in God.
The guy on Mutiny on the Bounty.
The guy who will
takes over a ship.
Sometimes cross the line.
Yep.
But he means well.
Yes.
And you could say, well, that's not really good acting if he's going to play the same character. But he does it well.
Yes, he
does. He's not Jason Biggs.
Right. Definitely not Jason Biggs.
No. You know what I mean, though, how Jason Biggs always plays the tortured writer with the crazy girlfriend. Yeah. That's not Clark Gable.
Exactly.
Clark Gable, he might be the rebellious guy in at least the films we've seen of him.
Yeah.
But he's so good at that part. He makes me believe it each time. Yeah,
well, even in Gone with the Wind, I mean, he was so dead set on marrying Vivian Lee's character, right? And it was implied that he victimized her in the marriage.
Yeah, he's the same character in that film as he is in every other film.
I know.
I mean, it's just you change the setting of time and you change it to the South, but he's still that character.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The basics remain.
Right.
Yeah. Does this film make you want to read more about the San Francisco earthquake?
I don't know. It's possible.
Or learn more about it.
It's possible, or at least read about Clark Gable. I'm kind of now that we've been watching a lot of old movies, which I'm very, very thankful that we have been.
Yeah.
Because I really have an appreciation for them now. I watched a few when I was a kid, but I never really got into them. And I never understood when my friend watched them. But I'm kind of thinking either the San Francisco earthquake or a book about Clark Gable, just because I don't know much about this guy. Yeah, and for all intent, I mean, for all we know, he may not even be he maybe he wasn't a rebel in real life, and he was just your average guy.
Yeah, that's possible.
Who was he married to again?
Carol Lombard, who died in the plane crash, and he had wives after that, but
okay.
That was apparently from what I've read, and it was in a biography of her, that she was the love of his life.
Oh.
He called her Ma.
Remember he told me that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He called her Ma. I'm guessing he had kids with her, right?
I don't think so.
And he called her Ma.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it sounds like Carol Lombard did a lot in her life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a short one, but she made the most out of it.
How old was she when she died?
I don't know. Alexa, how old was Carol Lombard when she died?
Carol Lombard died at 33 years old in 1942 in Potosi Mountain, Nevada, USA.
Wow.
The cause of death was airplane crash.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yep.
Super young, too.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she was alive when he was in that movie.
San Francisco, yes. I don't know if they were married at that point, but they were definitely together when Gone with the Wind came out.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Was that his first wife?
I see. I don't know a lot about Clark Gable. I think so, but I could be wrong.
Wow. And they were saying that she was really the love of his life.
Yeah.
Out of all the people he married.
In the Carol Lombard book.
Wow.
But yeah. I want to read more about his life, but I definitely now want to read more about the San Francisco earthquake.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very good, Jay. Well, anything else you want to say about the film?
No.
Okay.
No, okay.
Moving on there.
Yeah, moving on there.
Jaylo?
Yes. I
had a dream last night. It was maybe not the most pleasant one I've ever had.
Uh-oh. Was it a nightmare?
It was its own thing. Maybe closer to that.
Okay.
I dreamt that I got cancer, and so I killed myself.
Oh, that's...
I go to heaven, and God says, you were going to survive that cancer.
It sounds like something you would say.
I know. And that was the end of the dream.
Well, I had a nicer dream.
Go ahead.
Nobody died in this one. But I had a dream that I was taking a trip to the Philippines. I don't know if it was a mission trip or something else. But this guy gave me a bag. He was a pastor. And I think what I was supposed to do was go to the Philippines, and somewhere in between, I was supposed to meet you. And the guy told me when he gave me this bag, he said, in the bag there's money and there's like a gift card. I don't remember what it was for. And he said, now if your guy is worthy, then you give him the money and the present. And then after that you go to Jerusalem. So I guess apparently I was supposed to go to the Philippines, somehow meet you in the middle of that trip, and then go to Jerusalem to finish off the trip or whatever it was. It was weird.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Nice.
yeah. So I was supposed to decide on whether I wanted to give you a present or not.
I was going to get it, though. We all know that.
Was I?
Yeah.
Really? How?
Mhm.
Why?
Because I am worthy.
You're worthy of my love. We'll see.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just kidding. I love you already.
I love you too, there. Jaylo. Babes.
Yep.
What self-improvement exercises you plan on doing over the next few days?
Well, one thing I know that I have to do tomorrow, excuse me, is to improve my email skills on my iPad, because I'm trying to figure out why my email, like, I don't know how to get to the subject, to put a subject in the body of the paragraph, or I'm sorry, to get to the body of the paragraph after I put the subject in. I haven't figured that out, and there's some troubleshooting issues that I need to get squared away when I have my meeting tomorrow afternoon.
At the commission.
That's one of the things I need to do, yes.
Nice.
For sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good. Anything else?
I can't think of anything at the moment. That's one of the most short-term things I need to get more improved on.
Nice.
What about you?
Well, since I had that Rona,
I still kind of have it too.
Yeah, I wasn't really communicating with my friends that much over the past 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But now, since I'm getting rid of that Rona, I'm going to start reaching out to people and getting back in the mix.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the most that we have now is just this really annoying leftover cough.
Yeah, I survived that Rona.
Oh my goodness. I did too, Bub.
Oh, good.
Remember, I was sick too.
Yes.
And it wasn't just about you.
It wasn't just about me, babes. I know.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay,
and we're almost sure that Alana is going to stay here for Thanksgiving. She's definitely staying for Christmas.
Yeah, he wanted me to stay, and I don't know how it was going to work if I took you with me.
Yeah, but it's pretty much a lock that you're staying here for Thanksgiving.
A law?
A lock.
A lock. Okay.
Yeah, like it's locked in.
Oh.
It's like I'd say the odds now are 85% because tickets are really expensive thanks to Joe Biden. And
well, they were expensive even before inflation. I mean, Thanksgiving is the most expensive time to travel, actually. To tell you the truth.
And so we're gonna know for sure by next weekend, right? But it's looking good.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody gets back to me within the next week, then I'm going to assume that Thanksgiving I'm not going to be there for Thanksgiving again.
Nice.
For the fourth year in a row, I think.
Oh. Well, that sounds like a plan.
Actually, no, it wasn't the fourth year.
No, because you went back in 2020, yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't been there in 2 years now.
Nice.
Yeah.
It gives you time to miss them and all that stuff. So that's what we're really thankful for.
Oh my goodness. I do miss my uncle's prime rib, though.
I do too.
No, you don't. You never had it. Oh. I think you'd like it, though.
Thank you.
Prime rib with gravy and mashed potatoes.
Nice,
nice. So good.
Very good, babes.
He makes a good steak, I will tell you that.
Very good.
All my uncles do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good, babes.
Yes, very good.
Well, Jaylo.
Yeah?
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Well, we should probably wrap this up. You can kiss me, we'll end this, and then you can kick me out.
Yeah, I'll kiss you and I'll kick you to the cool.
Oh my goodness.
No,
After
I'm just
you
kidding.
Give me some goodies.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to kick you to the cool bud. I love you.
I love you too.
Bubs.
What?
Do that normally.
Okay.
Your sounds are distracting me, Bubs.
Oh, normally. Oh, normally.
Bubs.
Sorry, go ahead.
I know what I'm gonna do with you, Bubs.
All right, go.
Nobody has ever asked you why we kiss before the episode's over, right?
People have said that it's funny that we do, but nobody's ever asked me why.
Really? People have said it was funny?
Or fun. I can't remember.
Or did they say it was cute?
I don't remember. Something like that.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what?
Yes.
Well, okay, whether it was funny or cute, that's what we do.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, babes.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.